in big races. They're ready, and they're racing. Good even break too, near the inside. Going on is High Country in the blue cap, takes it up from Handel. Settling third on the inside is Dalakani, the favourite. Half a length further back, the Great Gatsby, ridden in behind today. A length further back in the field, then on the outside, Alamshar, followed by Powers Court, who's in the all-pink colours in the early stages. 2 lengths back in the field is Roosevelt, followed then at the rear by Napa Tandy, and second last is Brian Baru, leaving the 10 furlong peg behind them. And it's going to be a blistering pace here. The pace is set here by High Country, leads by a couple of lengths to in second. Up in second place is Handel as they continue their journey over the far side of the course. 4 or 5 lengths away, Dalakani has got a beautiful trail in behind them in third. A gap in the field then to the Great Gatsby, ridden back in the field, followed next by Powers Court, travelling on the inside of Alamshar. Back in the field is Roosevelt in company with Brian Baru, and Napa Tandy is last, and 15 to 20 lengths covers the field as they pass the 7. It's High Country going hard in front by a couple of lengths. 2 in second, the stablemate Handel. A gap then of 6 or 8 lengths to Dalakani, who's had a perfect run. He's in isolation at the moment, nowhere near him at all. 4 or 5 lengths back in the field, then making ground now is Alamshar around the outside here of the Great Gatsby. A couple of lengths to Powers Court, and they're followed by Roosevelt, Brian Baru, and Napa Tandy at the rear of the field, passing the 5. And now Handel takes it up on the outside, goes a length in front of High Country, who's done his work. 4 or 5 lengths away, Dalakani, who appears to be cruising in third. A gap of 4 lengths to Alamshar, who's gradually coming into the race now from the Great Gatsby. No move from him. Back in the field is Powers Court, ridden on, followed then by Napa Tandy, who's well back in the field, but nearing the corner now, just over 3 furlongs to travel. Handel hard ridden, moving up on the outside, cruising with the noseband as Dalakani. Here's Alamshar on the outside with a brown cap. They've kicked away now from Roosevelt. Further back on the inside of runners, the Great Gatsby, but it's the 2 Aga Khan colts at the 2 furlong marker. Dalakani the far side, Alamshar the near side. They settle down to fight it out. They're clear now of Roosevelt, and further back the Great Gatsby. Alamshar on the near side, Dalakani the far side. Alamshar responding now on the near side. Dalakani coming back at him. They're neck and neck with 150 yards left to go. Alamshar on the near side for Johnny Murta. Edges into the front now, and Alamshar wins the Irish Derby by a neck. Second is Dalakani. In third then running on is Roosevelt. Back in the field then behind them is Brian Baru. They're followed by Powers Court and the Great Gatsby, Napa Tandy. Further back is Handel, and one of the last is High Country. But the winner is number 1, Alamshar, owned by His Highness the Aga Khan, trained by John Ox and ridden by Johnny Murta. Second is number 4, Dalakani, also owned by His Highness the Aga Khan, trained by Alain de Royer Dupre and ridden by Christophe Soumillon. The first time that colt has suffered defeat in a 7-race career. And third is number 9, that's Roosevelt, and there are the 2 jockeys. Congratulations from Christophe Soumillon to Johnny Murta. And third, let's check it, number 9, Roosevelt, owned by Mrs. Sue Magnet, trained by Eden O'Brien, ridden by Colin O'Donoghue. There is Johnny Murta. He wore these silks actually when Enzali won the Gold Cup at Ascot, so they are pretty lucky for him. They are officially the second set of silks for the Aga Khan. But look at his delight after landing the Budweiser Irish Derby. Third at Epsom, Alamshar running on pretty well there, but today it was a real shootout and he got the better of Dalakani.
Well, they went some pace in the early stages of this race, and Johnny Murta never spoke a truer word than when he said, if I look sideways and see Christophe Soumillon there, do you think I'm going to pull up and give him the race? Don't be stupid. He really went after Alamshar. If anything, Dalakani found himself in front a little earlier than maybe he wanted to be.
Well, he was sat in third position, and it was a furious pace set by the Aidan O'Brien team, obviously to help the Great Gatsby along, but he's obviously hasn't helped him. And of course, Alamshar, so much for me saying about him not being having the right preparation and having a sore back. I think they must have been kidding us, because the way this horse has ran, he's improved from Epsom. And obviously what you said, Claire, about him not acting at Epsom is possibly right. because he is a much better horse today. He did get a little bit warm before the race, but you can see there he has fought and he stayed every inch of this mile and a half at the Curragh, and he's beaten this unbeaten colt from France. That was the thing about him. He's never been in a battle before. You can see his ears there, back there, and he doesn't find a lot.
Whereas Alamshar has been in a battle. He's a really bonny little horse. He's really genuine and honest. He's never run a bad race in his life, and you can set your clock by him. He's not flashy. He doesn't win by far, nor does he get beaten by far when he gets beaten. But on the basis of that, can we say that Criskin is the best 3-year-old colt in Europe, having beaten Alamshar as he did in the Vodafone Derby?
Well, I would say that Alamshar is a better horse today than he was at Epsom. So there is that sort of a doubt. No, I would say Criskin has got something on his plate in the King George if this horse turns up. But, of course, Criskin is a horse that could improve as well. So we've got two very smart horses.
And look how much this means to Johnny Murtagh to win the Irish Derby in front of his home crowd. Alamshar returned at 4-1. Dalakani, the odds-on favourite, is beaten. And well done if you pick Roosevelt each way at 150-1.
Well, it's...
And I'm told there were those, Claire, who did back Roosevelt at 150-1 each way. There's His Highness the Aga Khan, who in winning this race today with Alamshar has equalled the record of his grandfather. And there's Johnny, look at him. He is absolutely delighted, one of the great riding talents in the world today. He's had his share of battles, he's battled weight, and eventually he's come right, and he's never looked back. He's received the backing of his trainer, his retaining trainer, John Ox. And you can see the delight of this man today. This is following up Sindar of a few years ago. Same owner, trainer and jockey. The Aga Khan, John Ox and Johnny Murtagh.